Recorded Books presents an unabridged recording of Your Backyard is Wild by Jeff Corwin, narrated by Mark Turetsky, and directed by Stephen Mossbleck.
Chapter 1. The sun was rising, and Daisy, a chocolate lab, was pulling at the end of her leash. "Please, Mom, can't we bring her?" 9-year-old Benjamin Baxter begged, as Daisy stopped to sniff a patch of grass. "Dogs go on planes all the time." Elizabeth Baxter, Benjamin's mom, shook her head. "The city's not a good place for Daisy," she said. "She's used to being here in Florida, where she has lots of space to run. In New York, she'd have to spend most of her time indoors. And besides, it's only for a week." Benjamin had heard this before. "But there'd be so much for her to see in New York. I know she'd love it as much as we will. And she won't get to meet Gabe." How could it be a family reunion if one member of the family was missing? Mrs. Baxter put an arm around her son. "We'll all miss Daisy," she said. "But we'll be back before you know it, and Julie will take good care of her. She always does." Julie was their neighbor. She had 3 dogs of her own. Daisy would have plenty of space to run, thought Benjamin, but nobody to give her extra special attention. He stroked Daisy's head gently. Leaving Daisy behind was the only bad part about their trip. In just 2 hours, the Baxters would be heading off on their first ever real family vacation. They'd taken plenty of trips before, but Benjamin's mom was a biologist, his dad was an ecologist, and most of the family's travel had to do with their jobs. They were always exploring new animal habitats or collecting samples for their labs. This trip, though, was going to be different. They were going to New York City. They would be staying with Benjamin's cousin, Gabe, who was 9, just like Benjamin, and they would be visiting the famous sites that Benjamin had only seen in movies or in other people's photo albums. Benjamin was excited to think that this time he'd be the kid who brought back souvenirs for his classroom. This time, he'd be the one with the inside scoop on a famous museum. For him, this would be a whole new kind of adventure. Suddenly, Benjamin's mother started running down the street. Every morning, they took the dog for a walk together, and every morning his mom found a different creature to watch. "Look, Benjamin!" she cried. "It's a great blue heron!" Benjamin and Daisy followed, but she had disappeared into a swamp to get a better look at the long-legged, long-necked bird. The Baxters lived at the edge of the Florida Everglades.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?